Welcome to Taps and Tales, a podcast about retro football kits and stories connecting them. My name's Graham Hanlon.
My name's Kieran McCaughey, and welcome to episode 2.
No, that'll just slide away.
It was
in my memory.
Is that an Oasis song? No?
I've got to say, he's no tipple gel.
Jesus, man.
So, Kieran, episode 2, what we're going to be talking about?
So, firstly, Graham, I think it's important that we thank everyone that endured episode 1.
Endured that?
Yeah, so it was great to see how many people watched it, and great to see some of your comments about the podcast in general and the shirts that we had on show. So, this week, we're going to look into how football and fashion and music and kind of culture in general kind of transcends all the different areas. So there was obviously a big massive festival this summer just past that I think a few people in Glasgow probably went to. So we're going to kick it off with Oasis gig, football shirts in it, and everything that kind of surrounds that. So obviously you've told us that you were there.
I told you.
Not seen any evidence of this apart.
Video evidence will be right here.
So what did you, in terms of like football culture at Oasis, what did you kind of think of?
Do you know, first of all, it was an amazing experience. The gig, you know, the feeling that surrounded it. The one thing that I found really that was massive was how diverse the crowd was.
Right.
So, you know, the Edinburgh councillors' comments, it's going to be fat, bald guys in their 50s now drinking too much lager, causing a riot.
Yeah.
No, mate. No. There was people there at all ages, all different backgrounds. You know, it was. I spoke to quite a lot of people because they had shirts on, so I was just going up and speaking to people.
Yeah.
There was a couple of guys who had travelled for, I'm going to say, Norway.
Mostly Man City shirts.
Aye, I think mostly Man City shirts, Scotland shirts, because obviously we're in Edinburgh. But there was also the Oasis and Adidas Originals.
What is there a name for that? Because I was trying to look it up to what it is. Is there like a range, or it's just a take on a football shirt?
It's just Adidas Originals, and they've took the kind of Man City, the light blue. They've got a dark blue one as well. So I don't think they've got a name for it. If they do, and anybody wants to correct us because we've no fact checked.
It's not like us,
no. But yeah, I was speaking to these guys, and they came from Norway. So I said to them, look, we travelled our way from Norway for Oasis. Went, well, we're not just here for Oasis. Went, we're groundhoppers. And I went, oh, grasshoppers, good team, man. It's like, but why are you supporting them if they're no, like, Switzerland? They went, groundhoppers. I went, oh.
What's a groundhopper?
What's a groundhopper? It's like a grasshopper, but today.
It's one of the endangered species of
person. No. So people who do groundhoppers, they'll
go to different gigs.
They'll go to different football grounds.
Oh, right, okay. So did they think they were going to see a football match?
No. So they were at Oasis on the Friday, and then on the Saturday they were at Livy Dundee.
Oh, right, cool. They don't like football then? No.
They do. I says to him, he's like, we're going to watch Livingston and Dundee, and I was like, right, cool. Enjoy, mate.
You didn't even try to pick it up. You just thought it's going to be shite, so I just enjoy it.
That's no offence to anybody who supports Livy or Dundee. There's like one telly just went off somewhere on YouTube, lad. Fuck they too.
Yeah, they've not got electricity there anyway, so it's alright. That's fine. So we've got obviously a Man City shirt up here from yesteryear. That obviously the home one that you've got on, and that one I'd say probably two of the most iconic Man City shirts.
Can I just say, by the way, this is a medium that I'm wearing. I'm so happy with that.
It does look good, to be fair.
I'm holding my breath. If I go blue and Kieran, man, sorry, that's Brendan's for resident first aider. He'll give him mouth to mouth.
So, in terms when I think of Oasis back in the day, those are the kind of shirts, obviously, that I would think of. I think any PR stuff, or when they kind of come out and said we're big Man City fans, that these are the kind of shirts that I would think of.
Well, I think because obviously at the time you didn't have social media, so there wasn't Instagram, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't Bebo. It would be the NME oh God, help me out here with music magazines. The Enemy just, or Q, Kerrang. And I think probably that's the whole reason we think of these is because it's the images and the pictures with them.
Because there wasn't so many pictures of them, so that like kind of sticks in your head.
Well, there was. I mean, we wouldn't have readily seen an image
Yeah.
in 1995, 1996 Man City shirts, particularly because I think they were in the first division.
Yeah.
You know, and their star players were guys like Paul Dickoff, Scotland legend.
Trying was Sean Goater there? No, was that after?
I think that was after. They had the Georgian boy
Kinkladze.
They had
he
him,
was good.
and I was looking through the
Uwe Rosler. Is he the striker? He did long hair, curly hair. This is another Dario Hübner.
Moment. Aye. Do you remember Michael Brown?
No.
Right, so
The only one I can think is the Sheffield United one.
Michael Brown, Sheffield United,
Is that
played
him?
for Tottenham.
I thought you were going to say he played for City.
No, he did play for City.
Oh,
I was
did he?
quite surprised when I was looking through, like, because some of the players, and I'm like, who are these guys, man? And I just seen Michael Brown, and I clicked on it, and it's obviously then
It was him.
the career, because I just remembered because I know Rangers tried to sign him at one point, and I think he might like Tottenham. Probably a good choice for
just
him at
missed
that.
it in that one. So, see, when we talk about obviously football shirt culture, that's the kind of first time I remember like stars wearing football shirts as like a fashion thing, and that whole kind of Manchester scene, and that was the kind of first time I ever seen it being a fashion thing rather than a football shirt. That it was like acceptable to wear that with your denim jacket or whatever. Do you think they've kind of brought that back again?
I think, I watched an interview with Richard Ashcroft because he was one of the support acts, and he was like, this is more than nostalgia. I really do agree with that because, again, this was the whole time when they used these images, Oasis. I don't think they were thinking about,
it wasn't a PR thing.
In 30 years, retro football kits has got to be a massive fashion staple.
Yeah.
But it looked cool.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was something that was acceptable.
It was something that nobody else was doing as well, so I thought that was...
They
were very much go against the norm, and that's...
And now, fast forward, I mean, festivals, it's no... The football shirts at festivals has been growing for a number of years.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's not just guys is doing it. The lassies are doing it as well. I met a couple that were sitting a couple of rows in front of us, and they had on maybe this year's or last year's current Man City shirts. They weren't the retro, but what they had on them was Oasis 25 on the back, and then Live 4. But she had it tucked in. I'm assuming it said Ever. If you had it out,
she was skint. She couldn't afford that ever, was it? It's just stuck in. It'd be fine. It's all right.
But I will set the image. I think her name was Jennifer. I forgot what her partner's name was. But I thought that was cool. So it was like there was
Did you go up and ask this random girl to pull her top up so you could see?
No. I asked her man first. Now it was like, can you turn round to take a picture? Can you turn round to take a picture in the back of you? He turned round first before he questioned.
Aye, the guy did.
Aye. So there was lots of people like that with these, or just like Scotland taps and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of festivals, I think it's because it's so comfortable. But I mean, there's so many cool taps out there, man. I
think the Man City Oasis things kind of helped the football shirt market. Obviously, I do that as a kind of daily job, but I've seen, especially kind of the more premium shirts, the more sought after shirts have became even more expensive because of things like Oasis. Like people are desperate for like the shirt you've got on or that one to wear it to the gig because people will say something about it and they'll be like, I can't believe you've got that shirt. How did you get that?
Oh, definitely. It's even if you want to relate it back to like kind of casual wear and like kind of terrace fashion, when that became a big thing, like moving for like kind of like, I think a lot of people maybe came for like the mod kind of movement and moved into like kind of like football culture, and it was one-upmanship, like trainers and clothes and stuff. And I mean, that's how things like Stone Island and CP, Chester Perry, have found their way into that, because guys going to like away trips in Italy, we're seeing the Italians walking about.
But you need to be wearing that.
Walking about with like Stone Island stuff, and because of the nature of the design, there's like a lot of kind of almost military style in terms of like jackets and stuff like that, and I think that's why that then found its way into football fashion and terrace culture. And it was if you turned up with, you know, a certain CP jacket or a certain pair of gazelles, and people, wow, it's bragging rights.
And
like you say, it's the same way with the shirts, you know.
Would they know how mental you were, depending on
what level of
what level of clobber you had?
Maybe how mental you were just in terms of what you'd be piping.
Covered in blood or something. You're like,
no.
Don't get them arrested.
Somebody sent me a message to congratulate us on episode 1,
right?
And there's like, really like your jacket.
That was me.
Was that? And he says, I didn't know Haku done Stone Island.
Nah, that's terrible. Camera doesn't pick it up. That's what.
No. I'm sitting on the wrong side to get the.
The patch in.
Aye.
So I was going to ask you. So obviously the sponsor of these two shirts, Brother, is quite famous in terms of anybody that's getting, like, because you've seen people do like concept kits, and it's always that sponsor that they use.
Yeah.
Do you know what Brother is? Do you know what it actually is?
No.
Do you know what country it's from?
No.
Because I would think it would be like an English company or something.
That's I didn't even think about researching that.
So I was just, because I thought, it's such an iconic sponsor. So it's actually a Japanese electrical company.
Of course it is.
Obviously it screams Japanese electrical, doesn't it?
Aye. Fridges and toasters and...
Bit of trivia about it as well. So at the time it was actually the longest. In fact, to this day, it's one of the top in terms of sponsoring a team. It's the longest running contract that an English team's ever had with a sponsor.
Right.
So I think it went over 12 years, it said. So in terms of like being, I seen it as an iconic sponsor, that's probably one of the reasons, and obviously Oasis helped that with the timing of that. But like I was kind of surprised that that's what kind of company it was kind of from. The other thing is, do you know it sponsored one other team in the world? So I think this was, trying to remember the year of this shirt. It's like 92, 93, something like that.
This one was that I would know. This shirt's lit
before that.
This shirt's not before that. No, this shirt surely is like 94, 95.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because the other team they sponsored was 94, 95.
And it was in a different country?
A completely different country.
You going to give me a clue?
South America. You'll have never heard of the team, but if you can guess the country.
I don't know. Brazil,
aye.
Right.
I'd never even
I was going to say Flemonese or something.
No. So the team was called Guairani.
Oh, that was on the tip of my tongue. I was literally just about to say that.
Historic Guairani. So they were, I think they had like kind of mint green and white. Exactly same sponsor as that, and same sponsor as that on their home and away shirts.
Aye.
But we'll get Brendan to put in the Guairani home and away shirts.
That's cool. They just roll with it, aye.
But again, that was a bit of something that I'd never heard. So I thought that was quite interesting. That I don't know why they chose a Brazilian. I don't even know if they were first division at the time. But aye. So that's something that Man City and Guairani have in common.
Cool. That's a useless but interesting fact. That
a pub quiz question.
I was going to say that is definitely.
It's not even one that you probably remember, to be fair.
No, that'll probably just slide away.
It was
in my memory.
Is that an Oasis song? No.
I've got to say, he's no tipple gel.
Jesus, man.
I don't roll with it.
It's been a long day.
I was like, I'll see how many I can get in.
Been a long day.
Oh, brilliant. So we've got the Brother, we've got the Man City, we've talked about the kits at the Oasis gigs. Is that cool? Why is that? we've got some. We're
recording for the jungle.
We're recording for the deepest, darkest Brazil.
I think it is. It's Guairani rainforest. I think that's what it is.
Coming to you live. This is an away day, so it is. So if you hear some like congas and other shit like that, don't be alarmed.
It's carnival season in East End.
Right. So where was I? The gig that I was at was also an Oasis gig. So there's lots of Man City shirts and Scotland shirts and lots of different interesting people. There's obviously lots of big festivals through the year. The biggest one probably being things like the Isle of Wight or Glastonbury. Up here you've got Transmit. You always see lots of interesting shirts. you've got some really good ones here on the rails, and we've got some good ones on the table. So what would you probably say, like, what would you go to out of what we've got here? If you were
For a festival?
Aye, for yourself, what would you go
So
for?
I think something a bit out there. So I would probably go for Dortmund. I think just something a bit...
That's a medium, Kieran.
That's true. Something a bit bigger, but but the same as that. So I would probably say either the Dortmund one, just something that's a bit out there. I think that one, obviously the Venezia one, that looks like you're on the gondola, so maybe I know that one. Maybe if it rains, don't know. But
You ever been to Venice?
No. I've wore that one. Seen the summer, I like that one, the Nigeria one.
Aye.
But I do like that one material as well. And that kind of Nike era's coming back out. What else? Anything with a kind of name on the back as well is obviously good. So we've got that Carlos one, obviously.
You've got, I caught that right round. Let's see the name set on that one.
So that's a cracker.
What size is that?
My size.
I was going to say that's probably better.
So I would say something a bit out there. Something that, like you said, we said in episode 1, people are going to come up and go,
Aye.
how have you got that shot? Especially something with maybe Carlos in the back that people will go, oh, why have you not got Ronaldo or Ronaldinho or what kind of thing? So something a bit obscure, something a bit bright. What about you?
That is a hard one because I would probably go for
You're going to say a Pirlo or something.
a Pirlo, or maybe Juve.
Right.
So this is 95, 96. I really 96, 97.
Something you can spill stuff
With
on.
the
and
long
see it.
sleeves, I would be the one
Aye,
with
aye.
a different
Scottish festival then for a long
the
sleeve.
different sponsor, or maybe one of the Pirlo ones. I've not got one with me. The day, I mean, I've got that one there, but it's a bit green. It's a bit green for my liking. You know, still a great shirt.
I was going to say the first one that you pulled was more staunch. So
Well, listen, I'll tell you an interesting story about this shirt, right? Just to go completely off topic on a tangent, right? So this is Holland 2000, and if you remember, it was Holland in Belgium for the Euros. It was Holland, aye.
Yeah.
And this shirt was, all the Rangers fans went out and got this shirt for the 2000 Scottish Cup final.
Right.
So it was like Hampden was all awash with these shirts.
Just because you're Dutch players though.
Because we had all the
the
Dutch connection,
was
Dick
only-
Advocaat, Newman van
No other reason, that was
Bronckhorst,
That was it.
Newman van Bronckhorst. Who else?
Michael Moles.
Bowles was at Rangers
He's
at that time, aye.
The Bills.
They were there at that
Oh, were they
point.
not?
So
They must have seen that. And
then thought in
I bet of
3
that.
year time I'm going to go to
Bet of
Rangers. So I went and got this shirt and I got number 5 Newman on the back of it. No, this shirt, because this shirt is a large and I wasn't a large in 2000.
And it doesn't have Newman on the back.
And it doesn't have
So-
Newman on the back yet. And when the Euros came about, Arthur Newman was number 19 and I was absolutely raging.
He did that despite you, I think.
Aye.
I'm sure he's seen you wearing that,
Aye.
Brooks.
They in the Dutch FA.
He must
Shout
have.
out bastards.
So obviously we've spoken about the Man City one. We've got another, I would say, even more appealing shirt than the Man City one. So we've got Clydebank 1993 to 1995. I think that's the third shirt.
Right.
So they had the home shirt, I think would have been white with red.
Aye.
And then the away shirt was pretty much the same as the Man City without, it was a kind of diamond kind of shape.
Man City's copied it, hadn't they?
Pretty much, aye.
Man
So
City's went
we'll
and
need-
looked at Clydebank.
So anybody that works for Clyde, copyright, whatever, 20 years ago, get on the blower to Man City.
historic copyright.
Aye. So it was the same as that, same colour, but it didn't have the pinstripe. It was like a kind of diamond print through it. But again, it's not about the shops. It's about the sponsor for this one.
That is quite an interesting shirt, but
It does. It's a bit like kind of art palette, kind of. No, what would you say? I couldn't describe that.
I'm going to hazard a guess here, right? That Wet 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 had an album out called Picture
Right.
or Pictures,
Okay.
and I'll tell you why. I think I know this. And the artwork might have been something kind of like abstract, Picasso-y. Could be just talking a load here, but
Well,
that
phone Marty. Ask
Oh,
him.
Marty. Well, I'll tell you how I know this, right? back in the day when I was on the tools when I'm a joiner at trade, we went out to do a homer and we've turned up at this big converted farmhouse and the guys wanting units put up and this and that. So he says to us, how much is this going to cost, by the way? So I've told him the price. And as I'm walking past there's a room, there's gold discs on the walls. I was like, you involved in the music industry? And he went, I am a producer. And he's like, I worked on this one, blah, 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 wet, wet, wet. And I went, oh, I says, man, he absolutely, man, he loves wet, wet, wet. I loved wet, wet, wet. She's no longer with us, sadly. And he's like, all right, aye. So we're worked away and all that. And I've obviously told him how much the price for the job was. And he came out with this big poster that had whatever the artwork was for this pictures tour, and it's all in German. And he's like, listen, see, instead of me giving you readies, do you want this tour poster for whatever 1992 or whatever? Do you want this tour poster and you can get it to your auntie? There's none of these in the UK. And I'm like, no mate,
no,
I can't buy beer with that, mate.
Sorry, my German accent wasn't coming across there.
Scheisse.
Oh no.
Anyway,
so,
sorry.
So when I was doing a bit of research for this was actually, it said it was the first, but it'll be one of the first football shirts that had a musical band artist sponsor on it.
Really?
Yeah. Out of all the shirts in the world, this was they've said it was the first that had a collaboration between football and music.
Right.
But there was also a bit of controversy.
What, with the shirt or just with Wikipedia?
With the sponsor.
Right.
I don't know if somebody edited Wiki or something. I could be reading it. But so there was a bit of controversy about the whole wait, because obviously they were massive at the time in Clydebank, weren't they? So they were saying, is that a good idea?
That's another tail he went off in Clydebank.
They were basically saying to the band, you're massive, is this a good idea? Like, should you not be going for like a bigger team or like using your kind of appeal? And they interviewed Marty Pello and they said, do you think this is a good idea? And like, why do you think that? And he's like, I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. That's what he said. Is that
right? Aye. Right. And then he's love is all around.
And that's how it came. That's how the songs came about.
So really, the Bankies inspired.
Pretty much.
They should maybe get onto that for writing credits as well.
So there's another fun fact about this. So I don't know nowadays.
This is just a gift that keeps on giving.
You might be able to tell me about this.
Right.
Being at the Oasis one. So it was the first football shirt that you could buy at a gig, because they sold that shirt at the Wet 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 gigs.
That's interesting. So I was going to buy the Bohemians kit if it was there. Because I thought if it's there, I'll get it, just for the collection.
At the Oasis gig.
Yeah, but they weren't selling it.
Yeah.
They did have obviously the Adidas Originals and just Adidas Originals, like Oasis 25. But they didn't have the Bohemians kits. Since we're talking about Bohemians, they've actually had quite a few, haven't they? Collabs with bands.
This became kind of a thing with Fontaine's DC one. I think that, for me, I would say that's the most popular one I've seen at like festivals and gigs for the summer. The away one, the kind of blue and the pink, I think that's been the most popular one of, I suppose it depends what gigs you go to, but that's the one I've seen more people wear than any other football shirt. And I say it's not, we're obviously looking at like nostalgia and vintage shirts, but that's obviously one that has kind of passed by that nostalgia and people have bought into that, and it's become one of the main ones. Again, like you said, you need to be seen to be wearing that, and it's like a talking point as well.
I also think in reverse as well, it's like when you see people with bands like Nirvana or Guns N' Roses t-shirts that they're selling at Primark and all that, and they're sitting when people go, what's your favourite Guns N' Roses? I don't got a clue.
That was good. So we'll obviously talk about Oasis and stuff, but football shirt sponsors and music industries kind of crossed over a few times. Can you think of any other collaborations between football shirts and clubs?
You've mentioned Fontaine's DC. There's the Oasis one. There's the one behind you.
A more recent one.
This
one.
Yep.
So again, quite controversial on a Barcelona shirt, because obviously it was they were without a sponsor for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was UNICEF, but they've kind of patched UNICEF and that to the back.
They're on the arse end of it now, aren't they?
So so that was a kind of major collaboration for Barcelona to
I
have.
don't even think that looks like Coldplay.
Aye, I don't know what kind of
I'm
font
not
that is.
I'm not digging that at all.
I've not
man.
printed that myself. I bought that. So. But so you've obviously got like people like Ed Sheeran and
Mm-hmm.
who else did you have? When I was doing a bit of digging, there was another one. There was do you remember Goldie Looking Chain, the Welsh band?
Guns don't kill people. Whappers do.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking whapper
So-
and I will kill you.
So the Whappers, they sponsored Newport County in
I can
Wales.
say it for you.
So that's what they
Talking
did.
about songs at the football, right? Again, sorry, I went off on a pure tangent here, but the football season's obviously well back and underway now, and with this is where social media is a beautiful thing. Some of the chants and some of the songs that I felt, so the that's the way, I like it.
Yeah.
Is it Casey and the Sunshine Band that did that? Anybody that?
They'll not be watching it.
Nah, they'll not be watching. No, there's no telly's gone off somewhere in fucking
Alright.
California. Doo. The Hibs fans.
Right.
Hibs away. I like. And when I watched the video, they're all going for it, and they're right through it.
This is a European. Was it a European game?
European. And then Scotland have done it.
Right.
No way. McTominay. McTominay. I like it.
Yeah, that's quite good.
That's my favourite one that I've
The easy
heard.
ones are the best.
Aye. I'm not really hearing much when I go to Ibrox apart from
Aye. Aye.
Russell Martin getting
Aye.
to
That's a bestseller, isn't it? That's at top of the chart.
Aye, I know. That's on the hit parade, isn't it? Top 40 on a Sunday.
Okay, your Speedo's on. Okay, Speedo's
Aye, that was he's gone wet.
on. True. So a couple of random ones as well. So back in early 90s, Fatboy Slim,
Fatboy Slim, yeah.
he's obviously a big Brighton fan.
Right
So
here, right now.
He did a Brighton shirt. That was again one of the first in the UK. He did, his music label's called Skint.
Right.
So they had Skint as a sponsor. So I'd seen that shirt like across like pictures and stuff or just general thing, but I didn't actually know that was Fatboy Slim's one.
Right, here's one. Right. It's popped in my head. Imaginary collab, right? Put a band with a team. So either something that links the name of the band or a characteristic of the band.
Okay.
I've put you right in the spot here.
I've got some horrible ones coming from my head that I can't say. But
Probably don't.
what about
We've only got like 6 viewers left because of no.
this is not a slight on Mary Hill or anything at all. What about Partick Thistle and Amy Winehouse?
Yeah, because they're all winos.
Jags.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nah, that'd be a bestseller to be fair.
Fuck off.
Mate, I would buy that. You could use anybody. Obviously, she's not here, so you could use somebody else. But, I thought that's quite a good one. We've got some other random ones as well. But so, the Prodigy actually sponsored Eastleigh Reds under 13s. Officially.
That is random.
So you couldn't buy the shirt.
Right.
So it was an under 13s team, and the reason that they sponsored them, I think this must have been the first kind of drip of social media to come in. The Eastleigh under 13s team used to do their warm up to the Prodigy song Warriors Dance. And they
Right.
sent us to the Prodigy, and the Prodigy sponsored their next season's kits.
This is where it was they smack my bitch up, man.
So that's quite a random one. Aye, it's a different kind of team.
That's a different kind of team.
What else did we have? Iron Maiden, they didn't actually sponsor West Ham, but their bass player was like a big West Ham fan,
Mhm.
and obviously with the Irons was like a
Right,
good one. So
aye,
that
aye.
was like a limited
So
edition.
that's a kind of like Black Sabbath and Aston Villa.
Aye,
Now they done
Yeah.
the advert at the start of the year from getting it to Europe as well.
Yep.
With the Bulldozy. Sharon, get me Preds.
Oh yeah.
That was quite good, that one.
I'm trying to think of another one. Another kind of random one. Scottish band Mogwai. They sponsor St Roch's primary school.
Right, so they must be
I don't know what the reason was behind that, but that one popped up as well.
maybe for that end of the city then.
Maybe. But then like bigger ones, you've obviously had the Bob Marley one for
Ajax.
Bohemians and for Ajax as well.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first ones that Ajax one I remember was like taken off because it had a musical collab.
We done a random Rangers done one last year, the year before I think it was, with AC/DC.
Well, I was going to say Alan McCaughey would have went, yeah. Want you have an AC/DC one?
Right,
Oh, I do remember that.
But I mean, obviously Hell's Bells, because Alan McCaughey, that.
Do you think he was on the take when he said that? Trying to sell the shirt?
No, I think that was
Was that after?
Before the. I don't even think that
Why
was
did they do that?
Game. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Random.
Do you know the AC/DC? I think it was a drummer. Ended up getting to jail because he get caught attempting to pie somebody to bump somebody off.
What?
Again, anybody can fact check that and tell us if we're talking shit or no, but I'm sure the AC/DC drummer was jailed for paying somebody to go and murder somebody else.
I was going to say shame it wasn't Alan McCaughey, but
oh yeah, no.
Mate, he's so annoying.
That's
so
fine.
annoying.
Oh no, Alan McCaughey is he's a gem.
So football kits in general, obviously we've spoken about them being fashion pieces, musical pieces, but like talk to me about like new kits and how the way they're releasing them and how it's tying them with fashion now as well.
Right, so earlier this summer we've had quite a lot on social media, in particularly, Italian teams.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally,
not that we're biased.
They know that not that we're biased at all, but they seem to do it best, bellissimo. And they've released the tap. It's like fashion shoot, but it's also incorporating so much of the culture,
the lifestyle.
So like the lifestyle of being a Neapolitan.
Uh-huh.
But though then you've got, the big one's Venice, and it has been for quite some time. How they've tried to couple fashion, style. Yep.
So they're like the kind of, what would you say, like modern trailblazers and that kind of thing.
Aye.
It wasn't. It was more about the fashion and the.
Mm-hmm. I would say
the releases, and it was the football.
Aye. I would say Venezia were the first team to really, really tie in. Yeah, in terms of how they marketed it in social media.
Yeah.
As well.
And rip the arse with it.
Aye.
Totally.
Aye. Do you know their stadiums, one of all the stadiums in Italy?
Was it?
About 1909.
What was the thing recently about them? Did they not have a shirt sponsor? I think I seen that, and they had to. I think they played without a sponsor. I'm trying to remember if they got. We'll stick a picture of that season shirts. I'm sure.
Is this the partnership it ended up like Drake?
Well, I think it was after that. They didn't have a contract after that, so they played without a sponsor. And it was the first time like Italian team didn't have a sponsor or something for so many years.
Their shirts are big ones at the festivals as well.
Yeah.
Especially the black, the green and the orange. They're cracking.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you something?
Go for it.
Make you a wee bit jealous.
Go for it.
I booked to go to Venice, so I did yesterday. So fly on the 8th of November, and Venice are playing Sampdoria that day.
Decent.
And
so you'll be wearing the green and orange, obviously.
I'm going to try and get some tickets. The green. Going to try and get some tickets and go and see them versus Samp. But class. Again, what shirt do you take?
True. Half and half?
No. But I could take a Sampdoria tap, and if I don't get into the Venice end, just walk in and go, I'm one of yours. Obviously, the Italians, they do it best. Some of the ones there this summer have been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Scottish clubs and the English clubs
tried to copy it.
They're trying to copy it because they're trying to make it more mainstream
and
more as commercially viable. More commercially or socially acceptable for people to wear a football kit, but not just as a football kit.
Do you think you see that in the designs as well and stuff that they bring out now?
Oh, totally, man, totally. Look, as much as it's not something I would wear.
Yeah.
The one behind you, I'll let you.
So this is obviously the first one that Celtic have done that's had the trefoil on it, and that's something that Celtic fans have been obsessed with since we've had Adidas. So apparently next season we're going to get the away or third kit that's going to have a trefoil on it. But that again is one of the ones that it looks like a football strip, but it's a leisure wear top. And I actually thought it would have been more popular than it was. People did buy it, but you actually see, I would say it's more females wearing that to games.
Yeah. See the style of that, right? That to me screams 1980s.
Yeah.
Particularly, let's see, like the goalie kits and stuff like that. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just thinking an Arsenal goalkeeper kit.
Right.
I don't know why. Maybe I had it as a Wayne. For some random reason, had an Arsenal goalkeeper's kit. But that just obviously the stripes, the sponsor and the badge.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a Celtic kit and all that, but it is cool. I mean, some of the...
It's the idea that you like.
It's the idea, yeah. It's the concept and stuff like that.
And obviously Celtic, with the recent release they've tied into this kind of cultural lifestyle brand with doing the advert that said the ex-players. That's something that the Italian teams, the English teams have done as well. They've tried to involve ex-players in it as well, and that ties into the nostalgia piece that we always speak about.
Did you see the Juventus third kit?
The Buffon. Aye. So stuff like that. But again, they set the standard for that.
Aye.
So
wonder where you did. Well, you've done one in McCaughey's, didn't you?
McCaughey's, yeah.
Oh mate, see when I seen that, broke my heart. Brooke Coombe, what a musician, soul singer. Lassie is phenomenal, Scottish soul singer.
Loves the Tims.
I fucking loves the Tims, man. Brooke, you broke
slightly
my...
down.
You cut me deep.
But obviously it's tying into that you can wear a football shirt anywhere. You can wear it to the pub. You've seen them like do it. Even the pictures that they take, it's like they have them with like the necklaces and jewellery. So obviously showing that they're like females can wear them. That kind of stuff.
And all that.
Aye.
Don't know if I could pull off a neck scarf.
Juventus have kind of done. They've done well with that kind of stuff because the one, like the kind of, what's the one? The kind of grey, bluey. What do you call that? Cobalt blue or something? The one from last season.
Oh, I've got that.
You had that last week at the episode. That kind of one that really started the kind of.
To be honest with you,
polo shirt-ish.
It's just that was that year there. That shirt was the first one I went, ooh.
So the one that got released there, is that the new version of that one?
It's that shirt basically, but it's got grapes on it. Right. But they were pulling out all these bottles of wine with the old style with the bull,
right?
Like for the badge and stuff. And I was like, oh, I wonder
what that is.
I wonder if it's grapes.
Okay, right.
So it's black, and then it's like the grapes. But I was more looking at the wine, going, "Ooh, is that for sale?"
Right, like the Pirlo thing, like you get a free wine with a free shirt.
Aye. I was laughing. That was somebody gave me a bit of feedback, and we're talking about the Pirlo wine. It's like, why is it packed with sawdust? I'm like, he's no meant to say sawdust.
What do you call it? I don't know. Like paper, like
shavings,
shredded paper.
Aye, that.
Aye. The sawdust maybe because you could be sick after it, and you sawdust on it. Get the Janny out. I can't bit of sawdust on it.
You bit of sawdust, you'll be right as rain. How do you mend a broken heart? Oh, that's what I was saying after I found out Brooke fucking Coleman's a Celtic fan. Never gonna get out of that. So talking about like all the shirts, festivals and gigs and stuff like that, there's a shop in King Street in Glasgow that make a magazine. It's called Pan and Arrow. A shop.
Not a shop.
Not a shop. Not a shop. A shop. Don't worry, there'll be subtitles and stuff like that. I mentioned Pan and Arrow last week.
Yep.
I think it was the latest edition of the magazine, and there's a full section, and it's all shots for festivals.
Right.
So the photographer for Pan and Arrow's a dude called Sweeney that you can find on Instagram, and he does lots of stuff around football and fashion. He goes to like pure obscure stadiums in like Iceland and Sweden and all other place, just capturing now the kind of their football culture, their football fashion and all that. So we flick through it, and there's some crackers, probably some that we've mentioned the day.
What you've seen.
Do you know something, just while we're talking about random places to see football shirts, I went on holiday right in the summer to Zanzibar, right, at all places. Do you know how many old shirts I've seen? Like, I mean, hundreds. We were in this turtle sanctuary where you can go and swim with turtles. And a group of people's walked up, and this guy's getting 1998, I think, Celtic tap on, right? I'm like, the guy
I sent him there. I knew you were going.
The guy next to him had, I think it was like the 96 Germany away, now green,
right,
with the blocks going across the thing with.
It's just like a random stag.
Just
show.
but mate, no, every street, every corner you turned, people had football shirts on. A lot. I mean, you had new ones like copies and fakes, but there was some amount of old ones.
It's even reached Zanzibar.
Aye, there you go.
It's gone wild, football culture.
Worldwide. I wonder how they got there. Wonder if you could see a Clyde Bank.
That's where Marty Pell stays. Zanzibar now.
It's a sweet little mystery.
Was a safari. So we've obviously spoken about different clubs and how they've collaborated with musical artists or bands. So can you think of any bands that you would like? Obviously I made a horrific Amy Winehouse joke, but if you can think of any bands or singers that you'd like to see collaborate with a football team, or do you think a band's name would look good on a shirt, let us know in the comments and send us some pictures of shirts that you've worn to festivals as well this summer, ones you think have been quite popular, underrated, overrated, whatever you like.
Aye, definitely. Let's see your festival pictures with you and your favourite shirt on, and we'll include them. Or what you can do is post it on your story on social media and tag us. That's an easier way into it.
Yep. I don't know if you'll have noticed, but we've got some new camera angles that are helping me and Graham look camera ready. A bit more pleasing on the eye.
Oh no.
Aye, that's down to interpretation.
Aye.
But
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's true. How much does it? £10 it adds?
Well, I'm breathing, and this is a medium, by the way. Just saying again, this is a medium I've got into. So
that's why we've taken so long to film episode 2, because we were waiting till he could fit into that shot, so that we could film this.
I did staple my gum shot.
So a shout out to Big Pond Digital for helping us out with the camera equipment.
Big shout out.
Just a normal size shout out.
Right, cool.
Normal size shout out for Big Pond Digital.
Right, thank you
Thanks very
Big
much,
Pond.
guys, for that.
If you've not watched episode 1 yet, where have you been, man? Get on it. Episode 1 is available on YouTube. Follow the social medias: Instagram, Facebook,
Spotify,
Shopify.
Barras Market, whatever.
Follow everything. But we do appreciate everybody that's taking the time to send us some comments and get on board with it. We really, really do.
Some we don't appreciate, but we like them anyway.
No. Do you want me to tell you something?
Feedback's feedback. Aye. Do
you know, the end of episode 1, I mentioned something about socks, and somebody did offer to send.
Nice.
You know, do you want me? I was like, no. But you know, just before we do go, there's one story I do want to tell. I know a guy, right, that went into a second-hand shop and he found, still in the packet, Ranger socks for the 90s. And he had
a guy?
Aye, he got his wife to pay for them, right? Got his wife to pay for them. They were like a couple of £1, and he went and sold them for multiple pounds after it, and didn't tell his wife.
Nah. So, but do you need to keep this information sus? I don't know who the guy is, but
sounds like an onion. Imagine
terrible.
Didn't even take it out for a chippy after it.
Thing is, I couldn't touch the socks. That was the reason. That was it.
Right. But anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching episode 2. We'll catch you for episode 3 very, very soon. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.